Hey guys, what's up? Spartan85 with another Phasmophobia tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about the cursed items in the game, or called cursed possessions. Now, on just your standard difficulties, if you haven't altered anything, you should get one cursed item per map, and their locations are the same each map. It just depends on which one you're going to get. Example is the music box is always in the toddler room at Tanglewood, while the summoning circle and the Ouija board are always in the basement. It just depends on which one you'll get, which one will spawn, and then what the location of the cursed possession is. But like I said, each one has its own location. Now, they can be fun to use. Each one, if you do take a picture, that'll count towards the picture in your book to go to the perfect hunt. You also usually get about $5 per picture if you take a picture of it. They can also be used to summon the ghost, and they can be used to do a cursed hunt. And I'll be saying cursed hunts a lot during this tutorial, so just so you know, the difference between a regular hunt and a cursed hunt is there's no cooldown between hunts. So, you know, most ghosts have a minute cooldown, or whatever the ghost type is, it has a different cooldown, usually about a minute per hunt. A cursed hunt has no cooldown. It can happen anytime after a regular hunt. Usually about 5 seconds to 10 seconds after a regular hunt, a cursed hunt can happen. So don't get fooled by, I just had a hunt, now I have 60 seconds to go mess with a cursed possession. No, it can happen anytime. They also last about 20 seconds longer, so the hunt will be a lot longer. And the only crucifix that can stop a cursed hunt is the tier 3 crucifix. No other crucifix will stop that. So you just have to hide longer or run from the ghost a little longer. Okay, first we're going to be covering is the summoning circle, and I'm just going to use Tanglewood as an example for the locations. Like I said, each map has a different location. If I make a video on each cursed possession, then I'll go through each map and show the location, but for Tanglewood, it's found in the basement. Now, since it's a console tutorial, how to light them on console is you have to have an igniter in your hand, then you have to light it. So with the matches, you just push X on PS5 or A on Xbox. And then you go to each candle and you push left trigger to light each candle. Now, the ghost does have a chance of blowing out the candles, so you just have to keep relighting them. Each lit candle takes 16% sanity away from the player. That's even if he blows out a candle. When you relight it, that's another 16%. So you have a good chance of dropping a lot of sanity. Now, once all 5 candles are lit, the ghost will summon for 5 seconds, except for the shade, which has a chance of appearing as a transparent shadow. So if you do get that in the summoning circle, that tells you right away you have a shade. Now, that 5-second period counts as a ghost event, so if one of your objectives is to witness a ghost event, boom, you got it knocked out. Also, you can get a picture of the ghost right now too. So there's 2 objectives right now that you can knock out. Also, getting your sanity below 25% is going to do it once you light all the candles. So there's a lot of objectives you can knock off with the summoning circle. After the 5 seconds, the ghost will initiate a cursed hunt from the summoning circle. So get away fast, turn off all your electronics, get away and hide. If you do happen to have a tier 3 crucifix, you can place the crucifix near the summoning circle and it'll stop the cursed hunt. And if you already have low sanity and you're worried about the ghost hunting while you're lighting the candles, you can incense its ghost room. Just keep it from hunting for about 90 seconds, depending on the ghost. Some demons are 60 seconds, most other ghosts are 90 seconds. Or you can also place crucifixes in the ghost room. Even if you have to have a tier 1 crucifix, you can place that in the ghost room. It might stop the ghost from hunting you, because sometimes we don't have good hiding spots in the basement. Okay, next up is the haunted mirror, and in Tanglewood, it's right in the hallway next to the master bedroom, and taking a picture gives you a free picture, or counts in your journal at least. Now, you press on PlayStation, you press the square button to pick it up. On Xbox, you press the X button, and then X on PlayStation and A on Xbox to use it. Now, when using the mirror, it'll show you the ghost room. It'll also show you it's almost like a live feed of the room, so you can see things being thrown around or lights being switched and stuff like that. Now, just keep in mind, when using the mirror, not holding it, but actually using it and looking at it, drains your sanity at a rate of 7.5% per second or 20% per use, whichever is higher. So even if you just take a really quick peek at the mirror, that's 20% sanity gone. The mirror will crack when a cursed hunt begins by using the mirror, and this happens when your sanity gets to 0% when using the mirror, or your sanity is already 20% or lower, and then you use the mirror. Basically, whenever you activate the mirror, it'll just activate a cursed hunt at that moment. Keep in mind, the cursed hunt will start from the ghost room. So if you want to use the mirror pretty far away, if you want to take it up to a closet upstairs or in the basement, then use it. The cursed hunt will start from the location of the ghost room, so give yourself some space. It is really nice to use to see the ghost location, or if you want to drop your sanity to below 25%, or you just want to start a cursed hunt and try to get a picture of the ghost. Next up is the Voodoo Doll, and basically the Voodoo Doll can be found in the garage on Tanglewood. It has 10 pins, so pushing each pin causes the ghost to interact with something, maybe opening a door, maybe throwing something, playing the guitar, something like that. It is really good to use once you've already discovered the ghost room. Now, it can help you find the ghost room. If you push the pins, you can hear it throwing things, so that'll tell you, but it's really good for after you found the ghost room and you're trying to get it to do some evidence. It will give you some ultraviolet evidence. It will also give you EMF. If you are trying to see if it'll give you EMF, turn on your EMF detector, use the Voodoo Doll near it, and you should get an EMF level 2. If it is an EMF level 5 ghost, it'll give you EMF level 5 most likely. It will not work with the ghost writing book or dots though. Each time you push down a pin, it drains your sanity by 10%. If your sanity is at 0% when you push a pin, all pins will go in and a cursed hunt will start. Also, like I said, it's random, so you have a random chance of pushing down the heart pin that's in the center. That initiates a cursed hunt also. And of course, taking a photo of the Voodoo Doll gives you a picture. Also, not to be confused, but if you are at 0 sanity and you push down all the pins, or they all get pushed down at once, it can cause all items to be thrown, which may look like a poltergeist, so don't be confused with a poltergeist if that happened. Also, the Voodoo Doll is a really good way to drop your sanity below 25%, find a nice hiding spot, start pushing pins until you get that objective that says sanity is below 25%. Alright, next up is the Monkey Paw, which can be found in the kitchen dining area of Tanglewood. And the Monkey Paw is really cool because you just pick it up and you'd have wishes. You have various wishes. You push square on PlayStation or X on Xbox to pick it up, and then X on PlayStation or A on Xbox to start using it, and you just push the corresponding button to the wish that you want to use. And of course on PC they have voice commands that you can use. You can actually speak to the Monkey Paw for a wish. And then each witch either comes with a sanity drain or a cursed hunt. So just keep that in mind. I wish to see the ghost triggers a summoning ghost event at the ghost's current location, and then after 5 seconds the ghost will disappear and begin a cursed hunt. And then your vision is obscured with a dark fog, which really sucks. But what's nice about this one is your vision returns after the hunt is in. Otherwise, while some other wishes, your vision is blurred for the entire match. This one's really good if you already know the ghost location and you're trying to get a picture of it. It's really good to try to snag a picture. I Wish for Activity doubles the ghost activity for 2 minutes, including throws, doors, getting it to roam and stuff like that. The fuse box will break permanently and the exit door will be locked for 2 minutes. This one's good if you're trying to find the location of the ghost, or just trying to get it to use some of your equipment, trying to get something. Just keep in mind, it doesn't initiate a cursed hunt, but it will drain your sanity, which can initiate a regular hunt, and the door is locked. The next one is I Wish to Trap the Ghost, which teleports the ghost to its home room, and then locks all of its doors for 1 minute. During this period, the ghost cannot hunt, roam, or use any abilities. This will also lock the exit door, too. And then after that 1 minute period, the ghost starts a standard hunt, not a cursed hunt. It will start a standard hunt, and there's a 25% chance the door can open after the grace period. You can also wish for sanity, which sets your sanity at 50%, and then your sanity drain will be multiplied by 1.5 after that, so your sanity will drain a little bit faster. And the ghost room will be set to random at that point, so it has a chance to basically change rooms after you raise your sanity. I Wish to Be Safe unblocks the nearest blocked hiding spot. The lights in the user's current room will shatter. I Wish to Be Safe basically unlocks a hiding spot for you nearby, but it also turns off the lights in your room. I Wish to Leave unlocks all exit doors at the time, including during a hunt. So if you're being hunted, you can basically ask to leave. Your speed will be reduced for 5 seconds, and your vision will also be blurred at this time too. I Wish for Life is a great one because it revives a deceased player. So if you play multiplayer, you want to bring somebody back, it'll bring back one. If you're playing with 4 people, it'll bring back a random dead person. It also has a 50% chance to cause the wisher's death. So there's a 50% chance you could die in turn. I Wish for Knowledge is a fun one. It eliminates a bunch of your evidence and ghost types in your journal. However, for the rest of the remainder of the match of the investigation, your vision's covered with a dark fog. Hearing will be muffled. And then of course you can change the weather. If you're tired of the rain or the fog, you can switch, you can get rid of that. And I gotta admit, I think I've died the most by using the Monkey Paw, to be honest. Okay, next up we'll go over the tarot cards. They can be on Tanglewood, they can be found in the living room on the little corner table. You have 10 possible cards to draw. They're all completely random, so you can actually draw 2 or 3 of the same card. You can also get what's called the Fool card, which basically when you draw it, it changes to the Fool, and that card doesn't count as anything. It's basically just a lost card. Make sure to take your picture of the tarot cards before you start to draw them, because once you draw all 10 cards, it vanishes and you can't get a picture of it. If you do draw all 10 cards, all hunts after that, including just regular hunts, will be extended for 20 seconds after that. So make sure if you're going to do this, maybe do it towards the end. You can also hide, so get away from the ghost room and hide somewhere and draw these cards and to be safe. The first card we'll go over is the Tower, which doubles all ghost activity for 20 seconds. It should burn blue unless you get the Fool card, then of course it's nothing. The Wheel of Fortune is you get 25% sanity if the card burns green, and you lose 25% sanity if the card burns red. The Devil triggers a ghost event towards the nearest player to the ghost. So if you're playing multiplayer, it may be the closest person to the ghost room. That's a good way to get something to happen with the ghost, or maybe get a picture, or get some of your equipment to work. Somebody can hide in the closet while somebody has a camera out. The Death card triggers a cursed hunt. And keep in mind, don't draw cards while the ghost is hunting. They will all turn into the Fool. So if it's hunting, just stay there and stop drawing cards, because like I said, they all will turn into the Fool. You'll just lose them all. The Hermit teleports the ghost back to its home room and traps it there for 1 minute. This does not affect hunts though. The Sun fully restores the individual player's sanity to 100%. The Moon instantly drops your sanity to 0%. High Priestess is probably everyone's favorite. It revives a randomly chosen dead player at their corpse. If no one is currently dead, it will revive the next player who dies. Multiple cards do not stack, so that's a good one to draw. If you die, you'll get revived. And then last but not least is the Hangman, which is an instant death if you draw it. Now, I will say the Moon, the Sun, the High Priestess, the Hangman are all less chance to find in the deck. You're going to find the other ones more, but those last four are a lot less of a chance to be able to find them in a deck. So they are the hardest ones to find. Next up is the music box, which on Tanglewood, it can be found in the toddler room with the crib. Now, when you pick up the music box, it doesn't do anything. You can hold it, you can carry it around, you can walk around the map. It's just when you play it with the main button X on PlayStation and A on Xbox, it begins to play. So that basically what it does, the ghost will sing with it, so it kind of tells you where the location is. So when you play it, you can kind of listen and listen for the ghost. Now, the ghost won't appear unless you're close to it, unless the music box is close. If the music box is within 5 meters of the ghost, it will trigger an event, and the ghost will manifest and it'll begin walking towards the box. So if you want to walk around the map with the music box until he manifests, you can do that. It's an easy way to get a picture. Keep in mind, always place the music box down after you play it. Do not throw it. A throw will initiate a cursed hunt immediately. If you listen to the entire song, it'll drain 75% of your sanity. If not, it just drains at a rate of about 2.5% per second. Other than that, if you listen to the whole song, it's 75% of your sanity. And also, if you have low sanity already and you play the music box and your sanity gets to 0%, it'll initiate a cursed hunt. If you don't initiate a hunt or the ghost is done, the music box will just close. Particular things about different ghosts: a shade has a chance of appearing as a black shadow rather than its full form while walking towards the box. So there's a way to figure out a shade. Also, yokai must be closer to appear. It has to be within like half of the 5 meters, so 2.5 meters for it to appear. So if you have a ghost that doesn't appear till he's like right on top of you, you probably have a yokai. So I like to use the music box. If you find it, go ahead and use it early. Your sanity's already high. You can listen to the ghost to sing. Close it really fast so you don't drain a bunch of your sanity. It kind of tells you maybe if it's upstairs, if it's downstairs, what area it is, or if you're trying to get a photo of the ghost, play it. You already know where the ghost is. Maybe you already know it's in the kitchen. Play it, set it down in the kitchen. The ghost will walk towards the music box and turn it off. Take a picture of him while he's doing that. And last but not least, guys, is the Ouija board. And it can be found in the basement of Tanglewood. Now, this is nice because you can hold it and use it. So you can push square or X on Xbox and then use the right trigger to use it. Or you can just place it on the ground or on a table or something like that and push the right trigger to use it. And it basically will activate some questions on console. The most common are, where are you, or where is the bone? You can also ask it, what is your sanity level? And then when you ask it where it is, it'll start to spell out the location of where he is. So it'll say master bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, garage, whatever. You have a sanity drain of 50% when you ask this question, so keep that in mind. Your sanity is already down to 50. That's the threshold for most ghosts to start hunting. And of course, a demon is 70%, so he can start hunting right then. The bone location is really nice. If you have a really small bone that's hard to find and you haven't found it, that's the last thing you got to do. It only costs 20% sanity to ask the bone location, so that's a good one to use. You also get a photo for the Ouija board, so keep that in mind. Another one you can do is hide and seek. That initiates a cursed hunt immediately. There is no sanity drain, but you get a cursed hunt. You can also, if you need to knock off the EMF interaction with EMF reader, that's one of your objectives, you can put the EMF reader next to the Ouija board. It should work. You could also take pictures of the actual responses from the ghost. It's a great way to fill up some pictures if you need to. You can also use it to decrease your sanity. If you need to knock off that 25% sanity objective, a good way to use is just keep using the Ouija board. You can keep asking it different questions. Like I said, the bone location, you can do that over and over. It's 20% each time. The most important thing about the Ouija board is always say goodbye. It's circle on PlayStation or B on Xbox. Make sure you always say goodbye. Don't just walk away from the Ouija board. That will initiate a cursed hunt if you don't. And like I said, it costs 50% to do the location of the ghost, to ask the location of the ghost. So if you have less than 50%, that'll break the Ouija board. Or if you're more than 5 meters away and trying to use the Ouija board, that'll break it too. Also, the phrase hide and seek will break the Ouija board. Once the Ouija board breaks, it's a cursed hunt. And guys, the best way to learn with these is just practice with them. Put it on amateur if you have to. Go in and practice with these things. Use them to your advantage to get photos of the ghost, to drop your sanity, to get the ghost to interact with you. Like if you have a shy ghost like a shade, using some of these will get the ghost to interact. Will make the ghost more active, and just, yeah, feel free to use these. Ask me any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. I really hope this helps you guys out. And happy hunting, guys. See you later. Bye.